How's it going, Bespoke community? I am Dr. Jeremy Schumacher, a physical therapist here at Bespoke Treatments in San Diego. And this month, I'm going to be taking you through a 4-part series that's going to take a look at your squat and help improve that movement pattern, especially if you're feeling discomfort through your hips while you're squatting. So during this 4-part series, I'll be giving you different tips, techniques, and exercises to make sure your body is moving optimally, make sure you're activating the proper muscles, and to make sure that movement pattern for your squat is really what we're looking for. So the main goals during this progression is going to be to mobilize the tissues, to stabilize the tissues, and then to make sure we're really moving into the right movement patterns. So today, we're going to start with mobilizing the tissues. For this, all you need is an open space. We have a lacrosse ball and we have a foam roller, and that's all you're going to need. So the first thing we're going to do is mobilize our tissues. So for the first exercise, we're going to start with the lacrosse ball. We're going to set it on the ground and slowly move our foot forward and back on the lacrosse ball. So the main goal of these movements that we're about to do is just to improve blood flow to our target tissues. What that means is we want to get the blood flow to the muscles that are going to be working during the squat. So our feet are on the ground while we're squatting, so we want to make sure we're getting some good blood flow to the bottom of our feet. So you're going to slowly pass that ball underneath our foot for about 10 to 15 passes before switching to the other side. Like I said, the main goal is to apply a little bit of pressure. It shouldn't be painful, but it may be a little bit uncomfortable if you've never done it before. Next muscle group we want to mobilize are going to be our quads. These are going to be the front of our thighs, and these are our really big muscles that we're going to be using during our squat. So for this, we're going to use a foam roller. And we're going to start in a plank position with a foam roller in about the middle of our leg. So from here, you're going to use your elbows to pull your body forward, and then you're going to use your elbows to push your body back. And same thing like with the lacrosse ball. This may be a little uncomfortable if you haven't done it before. So we just want to do about 10 or 15 passes to start getting blood flow into those legs. Once we do 10 or 15, we're going to bend our knees, and same thing, passing forward and back about 10 times. So those are the first 2 movements that we're going to do to help improve our squat and take away some of that discomfort in our hips while we're squatting. The main goal of those movements are to improve blood flow to the target tissues that we're going to be using the most during our squat to make sure they can stay activated and they can work the way we want them to while we're squatting to hopefully take away some of that stress and discomfort through our hips. So those 2 exercises are going to be rolling out the bottom of our feet for about 10 to 15 passes, and then using a larger foam roll on our quadricep muscles or the front of our thighs. Same thing for about 10 to 15 passes before moving on in your warm-up or even going into your squat. So try those movements out and tune in next week to see the next few tips.